Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. I'm Gus.
Boo!
That's Gavin.
I'm
That's
Kerry.
And there's
Gavin.
Barbara over there.
Barbara.
We didn't go, and I'm Gus. We didn't go over the order before we went live. It's been so long since we've had to do it from home. We weren't prepared
I
for
should
the
say
intro.
I'm booing the home bit. I'm not booing you, Gus.
Yeah. I know. I got you. It's weird. We had to make a judgment call very last minute because there's some really bad weather about to move through Austin, and they say that there's going to be probably large hail and maybe tornadoes. And we thought, maybe we should just stay home. Let's stay home and do a podcast from home. So thank you, everyone.
The giant metal roofed building.
Yeah, I don't trust that building. When it rains, it already leaks onto our set. Oh, speaking of which.
Oh yeah, what a week for this to happen, Gus. By the way.
Yeah.
What a week.
We were supposed to be back on our set today for the first time since months.
Oh really?
No,
yeah.
No, wait. I guess we had since
Was
August.
it August? Yeah. It was our first time in 7 months we were going to be back on our recreated podcast set, and the weather had to get bad. I've actually got the weather reports on my other monitor over here that I'm watching as we're podcasting, because since I've got these noise canceling headphones on, and I'm like, I'm kind of insulated in this room. I can't hear if it actually starts hailing or anything outside, so I have to keep an eye on the weather to make sure that it's not like the end of the world out there right now.
What are you going to go and do, though? Like, what will you do with that information?
What I'll do is I'll just pop this up and I'll go hide in the bathroom.
Oh, you're talking about just for your own safety. You're not like trying to protect items.
No. Anything that's outside is screwed at this point if it goes bad.
No.
Yeah, I just realized I have a glass, not a fully glass, but like a glass top outdoor table in my backyard, and I'm like, ooh, that's probably a bad idea. I probably should have covered that in like some type of towel or I don't know what you do. I'm not used to hail. I'm used to just straight up snow.
The more you prepare for it, the less anything's actually going to happen. So the fact that we didn't go in means that nothing's going to happen.
Right.
So you're saying we saved Austin.
High five, guys. High five.
Yeah, we did it.
Did it. I was so bummed out because I was like, we're going to be back on the new set. Gavin is back on the podcast. Kerry's coming on the podcast. Haven't seen him in forever. I was so excited to be there. And then it's like, doing it from home.
Gus, I'm honored that you would have me on the reunion episode. The reunion with the set.
Getting the gang back together.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kerry. I tried.
Does that mean you're on next week then?
It kind of has to.
I haven't figured out next week. I need to look into that.
Well, I think you just figured it out, Gus.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like I need to. If we could get like hashtag carry on next week, that would
carry on next week. Well,
yeah,
how about hashtag carry on my wayward son?
Yeah, if we can get either one of those trending, one might be easier.
Yeah,
because some people will just start talking about it.
Yeah.
But who knows? I don't know. The more I talk, the less likely I'm going to be on next week.
I think we should just do hashtag carry on, just so you could apply it to so many things. Like carry on what?
Carry on
everything.
Keep calm and carry on.
Did you ever see the Carry On films? Like Carry On Camping?
No, I haven't.
It's like a whole series of British films.
I've never heard of that.
British?
You're British, Kerry. What are you doing? You don't even know about it? You're a halfie. I'm a halfie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you?
I also like your cape, Kerry, by the way.
Thank you. 6 minutes in.
I was waiting for the right time to mention it. Looks good. You went to the Ren Fair?
Yeah.
Jealous.
It's fun. I bought a cloak that was more than I should have spent on a cloak. It's wool, so it's warm.
Just in time around here.
Yeah. I literally we got there and I was like, it's kind of cold. I should get a cloak finally. Like that was my excuse. To spend over $100 on a piece of cloth, and then by the time I bought it, it was too hot to wear. And it will be too.
And then
hot
you have to carry it around all day.
Yeah, but I got it.
Do cloaks have pockets?
No, it's all about just over.
I don't think that's a blanket rule though. There must be some. Blanket.
It's not a blanket. It's a cloak.
There we go. I got my soundboard back.
I guess I could add one, but I don't know. Pretty nice.
It seems like it'd be nice to have like a pocket for a switch on the inside in there.
Like an inner.
We sold Jeff's wrist pockets, so if you don't have a pocket in your cloak,
yeah. Hey,
Good way.
aren't you supposed to be wearing a bunch of clothes or something?
Yes, I lost a bet. Andrew Panton beat me in a gaming bet. And by beat me, I mean he just did something and I wasn't even involved. But I am supposed to now be wearing 64 pieces of clothing on the RT podcast. But that's going to be way better if we do it in person, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You should do that next week with Kerry being
with
there,
me. Yeah, I need to. I need to be the observer. I'm really
Also-
good at counting up to 64.
That's very
Could
good.
be there
Not
as I put them
65
on.
though.
Also,
No,
Andrew,
Nintendo didn't go past 64. I won't.
Andrew wanted to pick one item of clothing, and he hasn't yet given me his pick.
Mm.
So I
Well,
think
he's got a time limit.
Yeah, so I think we'll just do it next week.
Does it have to be cloth? Like, can you pick like a condom?
That's not clothing.
I mean,
Well, let's define cloth. Okay, hang on.
is it like a cloth condom?
Do
So
you,
here's the
do you
problem: is now I'm
find
in
it?
front of a computer.
You'll never find a condom in like the clothing section of a department store.
I mean, not if you
I
don't
would
go to the
say
cool ones.
it's clothing in the same way that like soap on your hands is clothing when you wash them.
I think I would know.
I.e., not at all.
Yeah,
I
not
know what
in
I
any
would
way.
pick, or what
Well, I
Gavin
mean-
should wear as his piece of clothing. I would
What's
pick
that?
a dancer's belt
Ooh.
Mm.
because that is, as from my understanding, not very comfortable.
That'll
Yeah.
keep the condom on too.
Yeah,
Keep it locked in.
Look, they used to make them out of animal skins. Cloth, like clothes, used to be made out of animal skins.
Yeah.
touche.
Zeppelins.
It was made out of animal skins? Wait, or
Zeppelins?
condoms?
Yeah, didn't they used to have the inside of Zeppelins were like big, like cow intestine bags full of hydrogen?
I think you're
Were
thinking of,
they?
like haggis. What? You can't just make things up.
Were Zeppelins
Maybe it was
filled
pigs.
with stomachs?
I
I'll
feel
leave
like
it
You
at that.
can't make shit
Gavin-
up as easily when we're all in front of Google.
Gavin knows this stuff though. I feel like Gavin has such a incredible wealth of knowledge, but it's like you know so much or so like a little bit about a lot. So it's like you're able to remember certain things about something that we've never heard of.
Yeah, I
But
feel
you're
like
usually
I
pretty
can-
right on.
I can remember the most useless but most interesting single fact about a subject.
So,
but then
Apparently, Zeppelins are from Germany. Apparently, the quantity of cow intestines used in manufacturing airships was so enormous that making of sausages was temporarily outlawed in Germany. Because they needed
Whoa.
all of the intestines for Zeppelins.
What?
Oh, that's awesome.
I never thought about what was holding the gas inside a Zeppelin. I just figured it was like a big balloon or
A
something.
tarp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was-
like a
It was
giant
hard
condom.
to make. It was it was hard to make big sacks back then. I think that weren't cloth.
Yeah, guts from more than 250,000 cows were needed to produce the bags that held the hydrogen gas in each Zeppelin.
What?
That's
So-
250,000 per Zeppelin.
Per Zeppelin.
Do you think there was like one guy who was like his dream was to have a hot dog Zeppelin? And then like when
What
he
if-
found out like that there was a shortage, he was like he had to like pick between his two loves.
Maybe
That was way
Carrie.
funnier in my head.
Maybe. Do you think
Carrie, you
that one
weirdo.
guy wanted to make a really heavy Zeppelin, and so he was like going through all the different materials, and he's like, "How about a lead Zeppelin?"
I feel better about my joke.
Thank you. I did that on purpose just to make sure that Carrie felt better about his joke by following up with an even worse joke.
Oh, the
Thank
soundboard. Barbara, to your point about Gavin, because I think that it's true. Gavin, have you ever thought about doing Jeopardy? Like being a contestant?
Well, I've played the video game.
How did
Based
you do?
on my performance on that, absolutely not.
Mm.
I'm
What are
pretty
you talking about?
rubbish.
And aren't the like the video games usually like multiple choice or some shit? Like, isn't it even
Yeah.
easier? Okay.
Even easier, yeah.
Okay. So you did like bumpers up at bowling and you still didn't really. Okay. Okay.
Like me.
Do you remember how John Erler, who is someone who's been in a number of
Mhm.
Rooster Teeth productions, and including Red vs. Blue, was on Jeopardy and kicked ass?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
That was like 8-9 years ago, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I know,
It was an
Carrie.
RT Life about it.
It was an
wasn't
RT Life back in the old 636 office.
Bunch of people going
Um,
ape shit in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Damn, it was that long ago. So then it must have been more than 8 years ago because we moved into stage 5 in like May of 2014.
2014, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been about 8 years for that.
The last
yeah.
day in that office was when I burped into a bag.
Oh, where's that bag now?
It's in
We
a
opened
Zeppelin.
it. Back then, you had to burp into an animal intestine.
Well, that's where
We,
that thing from the cows went, and then now it's a problem because we're not reusing it anymore.
Yep.
We're not recycling them.
We're working on compiling a list of old RT Life videos because for Rooster Teeth's 19th anniversary coming up at the beginning of April, we're going to do a live RT TV stream where we like watch and react to old RT Life videos. And one of the ones I found was, I think you were in it, Kerry. I didn't watch it all the way through. We're in the 636 office and we're playing a drinking game with like disgusting smoothies that Brandon had picked up from like some nearby health food store or something like that. And we're playing that mustache drinking game where you put a mustache on the TV and every time a person like lines up with a mustache, you drink.
I remember this.
And it was looking into a time capsule because we're all like 10 years younger than we are now.
Yeah.
And it
That's
was
a terrible drinking game too, because
Yeah.
you drink a ton.
yup. Can't confirm,
matter what
Gav.
you're
Can't
watching.
confirm. Don't do that game with wine.
I'm gonna step away for just a second. I'm gonna open a window over here so I can see if the world starts ending or something.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay,
let the
cool.
tornadoes in.
That's the first thing they say is close your windows to keep the tornadoes out.
Yeah, I
Okay,
feel like
there we go. Now I'll know right away. As soon as the world ends, I'll see it out
yeah,
there.
you just has anybody else like started prepping more just because it seems like the world's going to shit? Or is that just I bought like a really strong flashlight the other day, and I was just like,
That'll hold you out like a week.
hey, you know you're gonna be in the fucking dark, Gus, and
Is it
I'm
the
gonna
crank
be over
kind?
here.
But I'm gonna be in the dark with guns.
I mean, I'm good
don't
too.
need-
There, don't worry.
You don't need a torch when you've got muzzle flashes.
Yeah.
Exactly. You just really quickly light it
Like
up.
that scene in the new Batman, but just to like go to the toilet in the dark.
My bright light has a strobe effect, so I can do that. They'll think I'm firing at them.
Oh, good
And by
call.
them, I mean the tornadoes.
I know some people started prepping after the freeze from last year and getting like a home prepared kit kind of thing with like some food
Yeah.
and like other supplies that you might need for if they're experiencing another freeze. But
Yeah, I'm just like, maybe I should just always have like a ton of rice.
I've even seen like at Costco they sell like a big bucket of like disaster preparedness food. You can buy like a big bucket of food that's enough for a person for like a month. Have you seen that? It's like what's it
Yeah.
called? It's called like Mountain Home Food or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's disgusting.
In the
Right.
apocalypse, it doesn't matter.
I'm still gonna be a little bit picky.
Are you? You're like
Yeah. Every
No
time I go to
pickles.
McDonald's, I save an extra barbecue sauce.
oh, smart.
And
Those
I-
do last forever. I have
Yeah, because
heard.
it's not food or anything actually
Right.
organic.
It's substance.
Yeah,
It's
sauce
awesome.
isn't
it's just
bad.
sugar.
Yeah,
It'll just
I
keep you.
also-
It'll keep you going.
I don't know about you guys, but if like the apocalypse ever happens and like we're like literally scrounging for food and people are like doing everything they can to survive in that sense, like I feel like I would just give up.
Yeah.
You know,
I am
like-
pretty tired.
Like what kind of world are you like working to live for?
right.
And that
Fighting to
that case.
survive to have to rebuild.
this is a very
A cou-
dark conversation, but
yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, something was going on, and Bernie texted me like some disaster preparedness supplies that I could buy online.
Mhm.
And I just replied to him on text, and I just wrote, "I'll just die. It'll be easier."
it's easier just to not worry about it and die later.
Like it's a lot of work to be ready to live post-apocalypse and then just live like a shitty
that's what I'm
existence. Like
saying. Yeah.
just go out on top.
Yeah,
Just
you just gotta
enjoy
get like
the little time you got left.
get
Yeah.
a generator, play video games until the end.
Maybe
That's how I
not.
wanna go
Maybe
out.
not video games. I might want to like spend time with people I love.
Yeah, like multiplayer.
Yeah, but what about Elden Ring?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Halo 2 lobby
Cutting
or
back to Carrie in his cloak. Yeah, multiplayer.
Yeah. Gavin, we can just be playing Halo on the way out.
There you
I
go.
mean, that's brought me so much joy during my life. What is wrong with this camera? I turn off all my lights and I'm still overexposed.
You're very bright. Yeah.
I
Your
don't have
window's
any
open
lights
like
on.
2 inches.
Do you maybe need like a better? Oh,
Is
it's
it-
actually.
Is it your monitor?
I'll see in the dark, son. I'm still overexposed.
It's your monitor.
Open like Chrome.
There you go.
Just-
Yeah.
Do you need like maybe a because I have a light that helps balance my webcam.
All right, my monitor's off. What does that look like? I can't see now.
Shit, it looks absolute
Oh.
shit.
Yeah, it's not good. It's blue, red.
Oh, hang on. There's another light on. Damn it.
It's like changing colors.
Yeah, I had to enable like dark mode extensions in my Firefox to like turn all of my web browsers dark. Otherwise, it would just be blinding.
How's that?
Okay, you're pitch black.
Yeah, you might
Well,
want
not
to
pitch
put
black,
something
but-
on.
It's
It's got
pretty
like
dark.
a cool little like red glow by your ear. I don't hate it.
You ready to play games?
He's a gamer.
Nice.
There. Oh, light.
All right, and now he's got to turn back on his monitor.
It wasn't
I
worth
think
it. The
That doesn't
camera
look too
just
bad.
It's got its own mind.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's the monitor.
It's your It's the monitor.
It's fine. It's fine.
Damn you, HDR.
I've been wanting to show something on the podcast for a couple of months now. My mom got me a Christmas present that I really loved, and I've been wanting to show it in the podcast, but I keep forgetting to take it into the studio. But now that we're finally doing an episode back from home again, I remember to
Right.
go grab it. She got me a mask that's like from Mil Máscaras, which is like a Mexican
That's-
wrestler mask.
So cool.
That's very cool.
I thought
What's the material?
it's like cloth. So
Okay.
it's not. Yeah.
It looks like the thing on Bowser's little helicopter.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Oh, like Bowser Jr.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like Super Nintendo Bowser.
Oh,
I
like
guess it's the same
Make
thing,
that?
right?
yeah. She bought it like at
Wow.
a store down on the border. She
Now-
said there were
well,
like a bunch
now-
of different Mexican wrestlers, and
I like
she
that.
just got
What
me
does
the
it
Mil
mean
Máscaras.
again?
It means 1,000 masks. Like his whole deal was
Oh,
that
you guys lied
you know-
to me earlier. Got it.
if like someone tried to take his mask off, he had another one under it. Like he always had a bunch of masks.
Like Master Chief in Halo 1.
The second this popped up, I knew that Eric would type something in our chat on Discord, being all excited and knowing exactly what it was, just because it's wrestling themed.
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, that's what the reason I wanted to bring it in was I wanted to show it to Eric.
I'm
It's
surprised you don't wear that everywhere.
pretty cool.
I'm surprised you don't wear that to work more often.
Yeah.
Although I
Well,
guess
it's
it's
not-
technically not an N95 or anything like that.
Yeah, that's why I've been like with like the way Omicron was going, I wanted something a little more substantial, a little more filtery. So I guess I could put it on top of another mask, but I just really haven't had opportunity to wear it. This episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Making websites on your own is hard, and there are so many awful website building platforms out there with limited features that make ugly, poorly optimized sites. Luckily for you, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build beautiful online presences or run your business. Squarespace seriously has everything you can need to build a website that suits your needs, from small business to content creators. They got member areas so you can connect with your audience, generate revenue through gated member-only content. Interested in building that community? Squarespace offers blogging and commenting features so you can create a community through threaded comments, replies, and likes. Plus, they have a traffic overview feature so you can actually see how much of that community you're building has grown. You've heard me talk about Squarespace for a long time now. I appreciate how it's super simple to use. Everything is point and click, so no coding required. And with the great templates, you can get up and running in no time. I love it. I think you should give it a try. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/roosterteeth to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. This episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by Helix Mattress. Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night to toss and turn on an uncomfortable mattress? Well, it's time to stop using that same old mattress and upgrade to Helix Sleep. Everybody's different. Helix knows that. That's why they have several different mattress models. You can choose one that's right for you. They even have a quiz that matches your body type and sleeping preference to the perfect mattress for you in just 2 minutes. That's faster than it takes you to make the bed every morning. Don't buy a mattress made for someone else. With Helix, you know you're getting a mattress made for you. I took the quiz myself. I like to sleep on my side, sometimes on my back. It all takes that into account. Came up with the perfect mattress for me. I've been getting my best night's sleep lately on the Helix mattress. It's super comfy, has just the right amount of firmness that I need. Quiz is fast and easy. Luckily for me, no wrong answers. So never go to a mattress store again. Helix ships your perfect mattress right to your door for free. Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2021 by both GQ and Wired, has been recommended by leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine. So just head over to helixsleep.com/rooster. Take their 2-minute sleep quiz. They'll match you to a customized mattress that'll give you the best sleep of your life. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/rooster. Thanks, Helix. Good night. This episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by Diet Smoke. I'm just going to come out and say it. There's nothing worse than being way too high. Take it from our producer who wrote this ad copy. He can never find the right dose of an edible. He says, and I quote, "There's nothing worse than being zooted out of your gourd when you didn't plan on it. Now for 6 hours, I'm just going to roll around and go, oh man, oh no, come on. I'm zooted out of my gourd because this dose was all wrong." End quote. But fear not, when you need a perfect medium high, you can sit back, relax, and take a Diet Smoke. Diet Smoke is a Delta 8 THC gummy. Delta 8 is basically just a less potent THC extracted from hemp, which means a smooth, stable, more importantly, legal high. The high you get from Diet Smoke is best described as somewhere between the chillness of CBD and that classic stone feeling you get with regular weed. Plus, it comes in 2 delicious flavors, blue raspberry and watermelon. So when CBD isn't enough and traditional THC is too much, enjoy the smooth buzz of Diet Smoke. Go to dietsmoke.com, use promo code Rooster for 20% off your order. That's dietsmoke.com, promo code Rooster for 20% off. Diet Smoke's Delta 8 gummies are not for use or sale to people under the age of 21. Please use responsibly. Thanks, Diet Smoke.
I have something to show you guys now that we're at home as well.
Your shorts.
Well, yes, I am. We're all wearing shorts, I believe.
Not me.
Oh,
Just
I was
take off your
instructed.
pants, Gavin. Gus, just take them off.
Yeah,
Take
I
'em
mean,
off?
if you're not already.
Boxers are just shorts that are meant for specific times.
All right, underwear. What were you going to show us, Barbara?
So I tweeted about this, so you might have already seen it today. So just pretend you haven't for the sake of this podcast. I got these new women's multivitamin gummies.
I did see
Just
this.
Okay.
standard Nature's Bounty women's gummies.
She
Delicious.
said pretend, Kerry.
I take them out to eat them.
Okay.
They look like nipples. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god.
I don't know
Barbara-
if you could really.
Barbara, they look like Chris's nipples.
Oh, don't tell me that.
You're eating Chris Damaris nips every
But,
time you
like-
take one of those.
Does he have some puffers?
It's
He's got little nips.
it's not coming across too well on camera.
They
but
look more like Joe Rogan nipples.
It it focused for a minute on them. I could see it.
did. Hold on. Maybe
Is
but
that
like
just so if you lose the container, you know what? Like,
What
is the
what you're
dude one
eating?
little like bollocks or knobs?
well,
or
no, if I found one of those on the ground, I'd be like, oh god, my nipple fell off.
something?
Like I
I
wouldn't.
mean, if these are pretty fat nipples.
They are.
And the problem is that like they even have like, you know how gummies have little like kind of wrinkles in them. So they even
Yeah.
have like nippley
Oh.
texture to them, and like when you eat them, it's the consistency you think a nipple would taste like
Did-
if you ate a
Did you
nipple.
on a nipple?
Do they moan when you put them in your mouth?
Gus. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, stop it.
What do they taste like?
They're raspberry flavored.
Okay, so not like
Ooh.
cherry.
You tell me. Is that I don't know if that's nipple flavored or not.
That's nipple flavored.
Yeah.
Dairy.
They're legendary.
I had an awkward encounter the other day,
Oh boy.
and I didn't know what to do, and I don't think I did the right thing. And so Barbara, that's really good.
What are you talking about?
Ew.
I don't know
oh
if
god,
I did.
they really do.
I don't know if I did the right thing, so I wanted you all's input on it.
We can judge.
And especially Barbara, I feel like I could use a woman's input on this. I was at the beach the week before. I was at the beach with.
I gotta imagine that. Hang on.
Hang on, wait.
At the
Doesn't make any sense.
I was at the beach with Esther and with my mother, and
Pictures of the beach.
there was like it was kind of crowded. There was a lot of people around, and there was a woman who came and set up her towel kind of like in front of me and to the left, and she had like 2 young kids with her, 2 young boys, and like the little boys immediately like go off and run around in the water, and the woman like stays behind, and she's like sunning herself and like reading a book and just like doing stuff you normally do laying on the beach. And then like I'm not really paying attention to them because there's a whole bunch of people on the beach, but at one point like the woman gets a phone call, and then like she stands up for a second, and I can see very clearly that she has just started her period and she doesn't know it yet.
Oh no.
Mm.
And in my mind, I'm like, shit, do I go and like whisper to her and tell her so she can leave? Or is it better that she leaves and that she thinks nobody noticed? And I'm like, what do I do? Like, should I go tell? Like, I was really like wrestling with it in my head. And then like, I guess whatever the phone call was, like she picked up her towel and like started leaving. So I was like, oh, she must know. She must realize what's going on. And and she's gonna leave. She's gonna go back to her hotel room or whatever. So she gets like her bag and her towel and everything, but then she just like repositions to another place on the beach, like further away down the beach. I'm like, well, now it's weird. Now I can't tell her anything because I'll be like this weirdo guy who like walks from way down the beach to go tell her that. Or like, so like this whole time I've been asking myself, like, should I have said something to her, or is it better that I didn't say anything and that she leaves and she thinks that nobody noticed? Like, what's the proper etiquette there?
Yeah, no, that's a tough situation to be in, and I will give you my 2 cents here, and then the lads could give you their 2 cents. If I were in this situation, I would be more comfortable if a fellow lady had told me about this.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were in your situation, I would probably get Esther or your mom to go over to her to tell her. But for me, I would rather someone tell me, especially if it was like probably something that just happened, rather than like, oh shit, like it's been like this, I don't know how long, I wish someone told me or said something to me. Because probably all these people have been noticing it and didn't say anything, and now I'm just embarrassed. So yeah, I would usually err on the side of like letting someone know, but if it's this kind of situation, I would try to get maybe Esther or your mom to do it.
I
if they
feel
were
like
around.
I'm in the perfect situation and location to bury my head in the sand.
Literally.
Literally.
Now, I'm asking a question, and I think I know the answer to this. I'm not trying to sound too dumb here. I'm not a stupid person. But, Barb, you can't, like, tell, right? Like, when I shit myself, I know I've shit myself. Not that that happens ever.
From this story, it sounds like Gus was able to tell.
Well, no, but, like, you can't really tell when it happens to you, really, right? It's just, like...
I mean...
I feel like you know when it starts, right?
You do and you don't. Like sometimes, without getting too graphic, like
Sure.
you could just be kind of wet down there and not really
Sure.
realize it's
That happens to me
something
a
like
lot.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
There's other fluids that are constantly coming out of us, you know? So,
Good to know.
but I mean, I feel like you have a sense of it when it does happen. So, but also like
Yeah.
she was
At
lying
the
on a beach, so
beach.
maybe it was kind of dried up by then.
Yeah, I just like locked up. I didn't know. Like my brain just stopped. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm not prepared for this situation.
It's
For what
also-
it's worth, I
That-
don't think you're a
that's
bad person for not doing
No,
anything.
I don't think
That-
so either.
That's on me. I should have. I froze. I didn't like.
No, because you also
I'm
don't
44
know, like,
years old. I was like, I've never encountered this.
you also don't know how she would react to that. Like, everyone's different. Like, me saying I'd rather someone tell me, like, maybe she would be really uncomfortable if, like, you approached her and told her this. Because also, you don't know really how to address, like, hey, you got your period. Like, it's a weird thing to say to a stranger, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whereas,
I think
like,
that
if
this
a
sounds
fellow
like a
woman
good
would be
RT
like,
life.
yeah.
I feel like I don't know. It's hard to put myself in that situation. I feel like I'd be less embarrassed if I went my whole day and discovered at home than if someone just said it to my face. Because then I'm
Yes.
already at home. I'm not having to like frantically panic out in public. It's already happened, and I'm like, ah. But if someone like said it to my face, I'd be like,
Counter argument.
Yeah.
okay.
As someone who has had this happen to them in high school, where I went, I don't know how long during the whole day with a very visible stain on the back of my pants. And no one said anything to me until I was later in the bathroom and I was walking out and I happened to catch a glimpse of my reflection and saw it. I felt like I wanted to die inside because I was like, I've been walking around like this all day in high school wearing my acid wash jeans with fucking like just out there in the open.
Well, now they're more than acid washed.
Does it make a difference? Does it make a difference that that everyone at school pretty much knows who you are, though? Like potentially everyone at the beach was a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Fake account to disable autoplay says this better not be an RTAA, and I could not agree more. This better not be an
I
RTAA.
don't think it will be. I don't know if there's really a lot of humor to this kind of scenario.
I did notice there was and I was partially distracted because there was another woman who was like kind of behind us on the beach, and she had a couple of kids with her too, and same thing, the kids like ran down to the beach, and like I was just laying there with my eyes closed, and I heard an iPhone alarm going off. And I opened my eyes like, is that my phone? I looked at my phone. I was like, it's not my phone. And I looked around and it was like the woman behind me who had the other kids that ran off. I was like, okay, that's not a big deal. She'll turn it off. And
she was also on her period.
No.
It was the same woman.
But she didn't turn it off. And like a minute went by and I was like, maybe it's not her. Maybe it's someone else. So I look around and like, no, it's definitely coming from the woman right behind me. And she's just like sitting there with her eyes closed. Like maybe she's asleep, but it's an alarm that should wake you up. And then, she like, her eyes open, then she like stirs around. Is like, no, she's awake. She let the alarm go off for 15 minutes.
No.
Before finally she was like, oh, that must be my alarm. And then she reached for her phone and turned it off. It's like, I can't imagine having an iPhone alarm going off for 15 minutes and not doing anything about it. And then be like, oh, that's my phone.
Or
You
just
get
assume
5
it's someone
minutes
else's.
before I go over and turn it off.
Yeah.
5. That's generous. Even 5, because it's a horrible sound. The sound that wakes you up when you don't want to be awake is a horrendous sound. Even just to hear you like out in the world.
It should be banned from commercials. Is my feeling. There should be
Even-
legislation. I got 5 minutes in public with strangers, 1 minute if it was at the office or with friends.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would shut that shit off. No way. I'm on the beach. I'm supposed to be relaxing.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Who
It was
Isn't there
so
also-
annoying.
There's got to be like, I wish there was a setting on, especially, I don't know about the other types of phones, but iPhone alarms, they just don't go off. They just keep going, like essentially indefinitely, as far as I'm
Mhm.
aware of. I think I told this story briefly on the podcast, but Trevor and I were at his brother's Taekwondo match when we were visiting home. And there was like a pile of jackets next to us that people had put down, and like people were sitting kind of to the left of us. And there was an alarm going off, but it was a vibrating alarm. So like
Nice.
it was only really bothering us. But it went on. The match was about an hour and a half. It was going off the entire time.
That's
And I was
They
like, I
really
feel like after
never-
an hour, even half an hour, like this alarm should not still be going off.
yeah. I don't think they go off. Yeah, they
Are
just
you
keep.
serious?
Just keep going. Yeah.
just
Until
keep
you
going.
stop them.
So So if I just, I wonder if I could
If
set
you-
the record for the longest time an alarm has been going off on an iPhone.
That honestly was my like.
You might go crazy first.
Someone's probably already like 4 years into that.
Oh, yeah.
Could be.
Just like wrapped in a pillow somewhere, charged.
Yeah, well, there's two parts that
Charging.
you have to start yours, and you have to go find theirs and cut their power, and then you can succeed in 4 years. You'll win. Sorry,
Yeah.
Barb. I think we cut you off.
Oh no, it's okay. It just happened to me when I was living in a different apartment where the person next to me, I don't know if they were out of town and they just had like their alarm clock set to go off at the same time every day. But it was going off, I think, for like 3 or 4 hours without anybody turning it off.
Oh, my God.
Call the
And it
police.
was a weekend, which was great.
Who sets an alarm on the weekend? Is that normal?
It's like psychopaths who are out of town.
I did it
I set the
yesterday.
alarm.
I set an
waking up.
alarm much later than I know that I will sleep, so that way, like, I wake up on my own and I have like
Same.
a safety net, but I never need it.
I do the same thing, Carrie, because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't want to sleep too late, but I want to give myself like time to wake
Yeah.
up naturally.
Yeah, waking up from an alarm is like the hell that we all agree to because of capitalism. It's not what our bodies are meant to do. I meant to see the light and just like have it peek in and then stretch. Like I can't do that with an alarm.
If we're
I
going
like your
based on,
stretch.
it was
do
a good
that.
stretch. If we were going based on like human instinct and old original cavemen humans, why aren't alarms like a bear growling or something? Some sort of predator. Like, wouldn't that be the best sound to get people out of bed?
Yeah, Gav, set your alarm to a bear roaring or a mountain lion making that awful screaming sound it makes. Yeah, that sounds totally fine.
Because isn't it? That doesn't occur in nature.
I have
I
to change
use-
my alarm a lot because I get used to it and then I stop waking up to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have to keep the same one because I know that means I have to get up.
Yeah,
There's
for me
a-
that sound is hell, and I have to keep it.
There's a separate, if you set up like the bedtime in iOS, it'll make like different alarms that you can use to wake you up where they start
I do that.
really
yes.
quiet. Yeah, and they gradually, I love those. And then if you've got the watch, it slowly starts like
Mhm.
very gently vibrating to wake you up.
I do that,
Those are-
but then
those are the
5
best.
minutes after that's supposed to go off, I have the original like nuclear war alarm iPhone.
The one that goes.
Yeah, then I have that go off 5 minutes later because I cannot tell you the last time I didn't hit snooze.
Wait, let
And
yourself
go back to
snooze once or
and then
twice.
Who decided on
I
the
hate waking up,
standard
sorry. This is
unit
a
of
big
measurement
topic for me.
for a snooze being 9 minutes? Like, who decided that?
I think it's bullshit. I don't know.
I feel like a snooze should be 15 minutes.
I think 17 minutes for a snooze is perfect.
No. A snooze should be like 4 minutes.
No,
What?
you can't get
You
anything
don't
done
even
in
get
4
back to
minutes.
sleep at
Because-
that point.
But that being said, I don't like the concept of snooze. So I'm not an authority on this. I never snooze. I think snoozing is a crutch.
Oh, I snooze every day.
Wait, my
Definitely one
mic
of those
cut
people.
out for a second. Wait, would you guys say you don't snooze?
I don't snooze. I think snoozing is a waste. I feel like if you're going to snooze, if you know you're going to snooze twice every day, just set your alarm 15 minutes later.
There should be a double snooze button that you can just hit from the get-go. I'd love that.
Gus, can I tell you what I've been doing for the last 2 months, and it's going to infuriate you, and I'm really excited about this. I probably my alarm goes off, and I hit snooze every 10 minutes for about an hour, an
Oh
hour
my
to an hour and a
God.
half. That's been me for the last 2 to 3 months, I'd say.
That's like another night.
An hour to
That's a
hour and a
sig-
half.
That's a significant amount of
That's a
time.
sig-
It is a
significant
lot.
snooze.
Don't get me
Do
wrong.
you purposely make your original alarm, like early, knowing that like you want to snooze a few times, or
Well,
do you make it the time
a
you
little
want to
bit.
wake up?
It's usually like I'll be like, I should wake up at 8. I am 30 years old. I should be able to wake up at 8 and get started with my day. Maybe get a light jog in, take a shower, make some breakfast. But I also know that I have to get up by 9:30 in order to be a functioning person to work. And
Mm.
I'll start at 8, and then I will, over the next hour and a half, decide that it's not that important that I do those other things. And I'll just keep sleeping in 10-minute stints.
Everyone's
waste.
rhythm, everyone's circadian rhythm is different, isn't it? So you might not be an 8 person. It might not be compatible with you.
I'm definitely not.
So,
I'm forced.
I looked up why snoozes are 9 minutes, Gavin.
Okay.
I've got you an answer. Apparently, this goes back to, when alarm clocks had gears in them, right? Like before modern clocks. Apparently,
Okay.
they wanted to make it 10 minutes, but because the way the gears line up, they couldn't make it 10 minutes. So their options were either 9 minutes and a few seconds or 10 minutes and a few seconds. So rather than go later, they decided to go sooner.
Ah.
They should have gone 11 minutes.
If ever I'm like 9 minutes away from meeting someone, I'm just gonna start saying I'll be there in a snooze. I
that's
like
great.
it. I like it
I
as a
love that.
unit of time.
I'm a snooze away, baby.
I love that. Just so you know, there is now a tornado warning out southwest of us between Dripping Springs and Buda.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
And
I
it
got
looks
my
like
cloak.
it looks like it's headed towards Austin. So we'll see. I'm still keeping an eye. I'm
No
still
worries.
keeping an
Just
eye
one
on
of
it.
my biggest fears. It's fine.
What are you supposed to do in tornado? Get in the bath, go under the stairs. Which
Go-
was
You're supposed to get
yeah,
into
go-
like a place that has no windows, right? And like,
Yeah, an interior room on the lowest level. So typically it's a bathroom. And
or
if you
like
can-
a closet or something.
Yeah, if you can, cover yourself with pillows and blankets.
Yeah, I've got an under the stairs closet that's full of junk that right after this I'm gonna go pull everything out of and make a little nest. Tornadoes scare the shit out of me. I'm being honest. I'm trying to keep it in.
Oh,
I think
are you
you'd be
okay?
a fool if you weren't scared by a tornado.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
just- you can't do anything.
No. There's like limited to any warning. It's like, time to
Yeah.
hide from the
Are
wind.
you more afraid of a tornado or a hurricane?
I've never, to be fair, I have never experienced either. I feel like tornadoes seem to be more intense. Like
But
hurricanes seem to
they
be
typically
like,
are focused.
Well,
yes,
also,
right?
hurricanes you see coming. It's like for days, you're like,
yeah,
there's a hurricane
True.
coming in this direction. A tornado, it's like the middle of the night, and you're like, oh shit, my house is exploding.
yeah. I mean, I've lived in Texas all my life. I lived in San Antonio. I've lived in Austin, and for 30 years, it's like a couple times a year. It's like we're gonna get a tornado. This is it, and I'm just like, one day it's gonna happen.
I thought I heard rain outside, but I think I hear it from one of you guys.
It's me.
I'm pissing. I've been peeing a little bit ever since we started talking about tornadoes.
One time when I used to work downtown before Rooster Teeth, I worked at that Littlefield building over at 6th and Congress. You've probably seen it before.
Yeah,
I worked on the.
we used to park there.
Yeah, we parked at the Littlefield Garage, which is across the street from that.
Okay.
So I used to work in the Littlefield building, and one time there were severe storms coming through Austin, and like the building management came over the intercom for the entire building and told everyone to evacuate into the basement. So like everyone from the building had to go down because there was a tornado. They thought there was going to be a tornado in Austin, so we all had to go down to the basement and wait for the storm to pass. And it was great because there used to be a restaurant right there called Louis 106, and like they had to stop their food service, so like they had all this food that was ready, so they just like brought it down with them to the basement, and we all just like ate the food that people had ordered but couldn't eat because they were all evacuated to the basement.
So
Oh
in
my
hindsight,
God.
in the moment, terrified. In hindsight, you got to stop working for a little bit and eat free food.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Sounds
Also, we
hindsight,
were in a basement, which is better than like the shitty third floor apartment I was living in at the time. I was like, if I was in that apartment, I'd definitely die. Like here, I'm in the basement of a building that was built in the 1800s downtown. Like I'm totally safe here.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're good. I'm sure I'm fine in my cookie cutter house.
I think Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt, they chained themselves to a big pipe.
Oh, is that?
What?
Yeah, that's what happened, right?
Oh
Yeah.
God. Oh God. Oh God.
Is your phone going off?
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Tornado warning! Seek
That everyone's
shelter
phone
in
just-
a basement or... Oh!
Mind about it?
I disabled
can
those on mine.
I thought I did.
Or did you get an
Huh.
Amber Alert for somebody in another city?
See,
That's
that's
usually
why
what
I
I get.
turned them off originally.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I
have
was
this
just getting them
guilt.
all
I'm like,
the
I don't-
time.
If I can help, I will, but it's usually just like, that's like a 4-hour drive for me, guys.
Yeah, they're not coming here.
Good
I
luck.
wonder if I should actually just drag my mic to the nearby room. Or shall I sit here and get killed live on kill? What should we be doing now?
That's
Well,
a good question.
If you feel like you should take shelter, please, by all means. My XLR cable is only like 1.5 feet, so I can't. But
You're
yeah,
like the band on the Titanic. It's like, we're going to play
Yeah.
all the way down.
if you need to hop off, go ahead. Absolutely. I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone. But I'm still okay
probably-
here. It's fine where I am, I
I'm
think.
going to check out my window.
Should we
One
like
second.
maybe make this a
Oh, no,
shorter podcast?
My clasp. I'm trapped. It's coming.
well,
The tornado's coming.
I'm going to check shit.
Yeah, go ahead. While they're checking that, I feel compelled to mention in the future, after the bad weather, on April 1st, we are doing our live podcast here in Austin at the Stateside Theater. You can check out information for that at rtxevent.com. There they are. Tickets are on sale now. We still have some left. It's been selling pretty well. Oh yeah, the tornado warning encompasses Austin now. Cool.
Yay.
Yeah,
God.
just go to rtxevent.com if you'd like to check that out. We'll all be there in a couple weeks. Less like a week and a half from now. Yeah, like 11 days. Yeah. Anyway, I just felt like that was a good time to plug that.
Okay, it's not
Yeah.
even raining at mine, so I'm fine.
Yeah, the tornado warning has extended through a lot of Austin, like most of Austin at this point.
Rad.
Is there like a live radar I could be watching just in case I need to like peace out to the bathroom?
I'll send it to you. I'll send you the one I'm watching, Barbara.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
I also wanted to mention, I don't know if I should give this away because you talked about like having to go to that basement and like, do you say like pee in a bucket or something?
what?
Or am I making that up in my head?
I
I
think
think you made that up. I didn't
at
pee in
one
a bucket.
point you said you could hear rain coming from somebody, and I said I was pissing.
Oh, that's what
oh.
I was thinking of. Something happened today in our D&D recording where my character had to pee into a bowl. Well, didn't have to. Chose to pee into a bowl. And it was definitely a ridiculous moment. So listen to Tales from the Stinky Dragon to hear that and more.
And then on the previous episode that we taped, we all get into Discord video so we can see each other when we're taping. And Barbara caught Chris, like there was nothing happening. It was just like a mundane moment. And Chris was like resting there with the most ridiculous pose. And it's not like you captured a moment in time. He was doing this, you noticed it, you took a screenshot, and you shared it with everyone, and he was still seated like that.
And we have
Yeah,
the photo.
there it
There it
is.
is.
I want to know. Next time he's on, you got to ask him.
Well, we
He
asked him at
looks
the
like
time
he's sniffing.
because we
far.
sent it to him, and he said he was just. I think he said he was stretching his fingers.
He was doing something. I don't know why his nose is that way.
double-jointed?
I don't know if he was just. I also don't know how he got. It's like I don't know what he's. It's like
I can't do that.
curled. No, it was impressive.
I can't. I think his hand's broken.
And it was like that for a while.
That's all I can do. Maybe I should stretch more. I feel so inflexible.
You should if you stopped snoozing, you could wake up early and
I
stretch your
start
hands a little more.
stretching in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I hear
Do you?
I think that was Gavin closing a door.
I think that was Gavin closing a door.
him. No, there's
Maybe.
there's some things going on. It's fine. It's fine.
You got some stuff?
I think there's
Alright.
some hail. I hear some crunchies.
Well, maybe we should
It
go
could just be
ahead
loud rain.
and-
I don't know.
What do y'all think? Should we wrap up? Should we stop this a little early?
I don't know. We could maybe go another 15. Maybe go to 6.
I'm okay so far.
All right, we'll go a little longer.
Okay.
I also had something else that infuriated me happen the other day. I had to run over to a Walmart to buy some things there, and they have like the self checkout
sorry.
area, and I was in the self checkout line, and I was they had like 6 or 8 registers that were self checkout, and they were all in use, and I'm standing there waiting, and one of the women is like, who is in the checkout line, she's like, scanning her stuff. Then she sees, I guess, her friend or someone she knows in line. I don't know what their relationship is, but she's like,
Okay.
"Oh, hey, Karen," and she like waves at a woman who's like 2 places in line behind me, and Karen says like, "Oh, hey," and says, "Oh, excuse me." And she walks up to go talk to that woman, and then the woman who's at the register finishes her transaction, and Karen begins hers.
No.
I was like, "What just happened?
this was
Did she just jump in line and now she's checking out?" And then like another person finished up and left. I was like, I stepped over there and like did my checkout. I was like, I can't believe the audacity of this woman who like passed everyone and then started checking out. Or I mean, the other woman who called her over, like, "Oh, I know her. She can check out on this register now."
No.
Yeah,
That's
like
not
it's
how
one.
that works.
It's one thing if they know each other and they're together checking out in the same like ticket.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. I thought she was going to call her over and then she was going to scan her stuff. Like
Sure.
she had gone back to get something from the store and they were just going to put it in there. But no, the first woman finished her transaction and then the other woman went and made her transaction. Like, that is some bullshit.
Nah.
I was
I would
so
even
mad.
accept if they didn't come together, but she had like 2 items and she just threw it on hers and then Venmoed her or something. Like, I would accept
Yeah.
that. But to do like
She-
a full on
It was just like one item that she had.
separate transaction though. Mm-mm.
Yeah, still, I only had 3 items, I think. So absolutely bullshit.
No. I would
And her name was Karen. I was like, how
I mean,
fucking perfect. And then I saw her in the parking lot as I was pulling out, and I was like, I should roll down my window and just yell, "Fuck you, Karen!" I was like, no, you're an adult. Don't do that. It's fine.
Fuck you, Karen. You got your period, bitch.
oh, or Gavin, Gus, because you're an adult, it means more.
Oh, true.
You need to put her in her place. That's you
I
don't do
should-
that.
I should have
Yeah,
given her my
he
new
took the higher
move,
road.
which was like the thumbs down. I do that all the time when I'm driving and people like cut me off or do something
Boo.
bad. Yeah, just like, oh, bad, no good.
I had a really annoying checkout experience at a CVS pharmacy recently, where
Shout out.
they have 2 like self checkout kiosks, and at this CVS there's only ever one person working in the entire store. I swear to God, and they're never at the checkout counter. And so there was no one there, and I was like, whatever, I'll just use the self checkout, and I have some cash on me that I want to just like I'll just use for this transaction. But only one of the self checkout machines took cash, and there was someone at that one. So I was waiting for them to finish up for like what seemed like a billion years. And then they go to leave and they tell the person working there, "Oh, I'm just going to exchange this for a different one." But I don't know what was wrong with it, but whatever.
Okay.
I go up to the register. They left their credit card in there. And so I took it out, and then like that fucking 8-foot long CVS receipt starts coming out. and I like grab it for them, and I'm like waiting there by the door for them to come back. It probably takes them like 3 or 4 minutes to get back to the front. And I was like, hey, you forgot your receipt and your credit card. And the guy was like, oh, oops.
Ugh.
And I was like, oh, okay. So thank you. Hi, Gavin. You're back.
Hi.
You can quit. You can drop off, Gavin.
Are you in a closet?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
I can't hear him. Are you on Discord?
Oh, he's fixing it.
Okay.
So they were like unappreciative, no thank you or anything?
Yeah, and like that wasn't the worst part. And then like I finished all my items and I put in like I have like one bill that I want to use, and the rest I'm gonna pay on credit card. So I put that in. It takes 1 billion tries to actually get it to take the bill. It takes it, and it's like, okay, now your total is this. And so I go, okay, check out with credit card.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this transaction cannot be concluded.
What?
Okay, back. I'll click it again. Sorry, this transaction is void. And I was like, what? It already accepted my bill. I think it was like a $50 bill. And so they had to like wait for someone to come over to me to like help check me out there, print a receipt, take it up to the cash register for me to finish paying at the cash register. And then they scanned it and they told me my total. And it was the original total without the $50 taken off of it that I already paid. And I was like, this is taking me 30 minutes to check out of a CVS, which should have taken me 4 minutes maximum.
Oh my God.
It was
What
just
a
so
pain.
frustrating.
Defeats the entire purpose.
Exactly.
of-
Small
Okay.
rant.
Do we have our reporter in the closet, Gavin Free?
Yeah, can you hear me in here?
Still can't hear him.
I can hear him now. I'm getting a little bit of an echo though.
you
Did
can
you
hear me?
unmute
How do you hear me?
Phoenix? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Hi,
I don't
Kerry.
hear him on Discord. I don't anymore. Hi, Gav. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Gavin.
Can't hear anyone now.
Gavin, are you safe?
Gavin?
No, I can't hear him.
Hello?
This is not working for me.
I don't hear anybody.
Yeah, same here. I don't. Yeah, I couldn't hear anyone in vMix. Can you all hear me in vMix?
No,
If
I
I'm
couldn't.
talking, yeah, they can't hear me.
No, I can't hear you, Remix.
I'm still
Hello?
talking.
Oh,
I
there you
think
are.
Did Gavin say something?
Yes.
Hey,
Oh,
it's
there he
Gavin.
is.
I can hear
Hey, Gav.
everybody.
Gav, I was saying it. You don't have to stay on the podcast. You can leave.
It is. You're not wrong about that.
Are you in a
What's funny-
bathroom?
His coverage might be spotty.
Oh.
What's funny is like Gavin's been busy, so he's been away from the podcast for a little while, and he comes back, and then like the episode he comes back, he's now having. First of all, he had to do it from home. Now he's like in a bathroom.
To be fair, his lighting is better.
Yeah, that's because in chat, Comb English says that his lighting is way better in there.
Now I'm hearing everyone on vMix.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna mute on Discord. There we go. Bam. You hear me over here,
Hello.
Barbara? Hey,
Yes.
Yay.
I hear you too.
It
Oh,
works.
We
let's
just
turn
are
that
missing
volume
a
up so I can
Gavin.
hear a little better. Yeah,
Gavin's
he'll
freezing,
come
so
back.
That's fine.
He'll pop
He'll
back
be
in
fine.
when he gets coverage. All right, we'll just go. We'll go to
Podcast.
we'll go to 6. We'll about like 5 more minutes, and then we'll
Okay.
get to see it.
Before I forget,
We'll get to end it. Huh?
because this has been such, a great show and everything's worked out great. We have some Ruby merch dropping soon. If we're about to stop,
Oh yeah.
that we should. I want to make sure we can talk about. It's really cool. We're doing a genie. We're calling it the genie collection. I think I'll have some pictures of it. Yeah,
That's
Oh,
pretty
the
cool.
hot
Our-
genies.
our relic peeps. We're finally doing them. Body pillows and my favorite new thing that I think it should have been Neptune, but it's fine that it's this
wait,
mouse
We hear,
pads.
we hear you. We hear you, Gavin.
Hello?
Mouse pads, nice.
Yeah, got man pecs and also women pecs.
Oh my
nice.
God.
Make sure your
this is
wrist is nice
amazing.
and comforted. So check them out. It's launching this Thursday.
Amazing.
I sure wish
pretty
I had
cool.
that body pillow when I go and lie in the bathroom in a little bit to wait out the tornado warning.
You said
there
coming
he
out this
is.
Thursday?
This Thursday,
Hello.
the 24th.
Nice. Hey, Gab.
Am I still
Did you-
mute?
Now
No,
you're
I hear
good.
you.
No, we hear you.
Can you hear us?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did you see? This is something I wanted to talk to you about, Gavin. So I am glad you're still here. Did you all see? Oh, he's frozen. Did you all see that? There he is. Did you all see that video where someone filmed the inside of a dishwasher?
No,
Yeah.
but Trevor was telling me
Well-
about that.
Wait, wow, how are they? I filmed it inside of a dishwasher once. Was it a different one?
They put like a
this
GoPro
Gavin the whole
360, and I guess like it was the same kind of dishwasher that I have at home. So it's like, oh, that's my dishwasher. I saw it pop up. When
Oh,
did you do?
maybe I
When did you
haven't
do
seen
when did you do an inside dishwasher one? I don't remember that.
I was doing videos for Samsung, and one of their phones could do like 1,000 frames a second, so I shoved it in my dishwasher for one of the posts.
That's amazing.
Oh,
seen,
that's funny. I don't remember that.
I've seen, I can't remember, I think it was probably TikTok, because everything at this point is TikTok. But somebody had a glass front dishwasher so you could see what happened and like how it
That's
worked.
cool.
It was not what I started stacking my dishes differently after I saw that. I was like, oh, that's how this magic water box works.
What did you learn?
Well,
Like, what should we be?
that-
what should we change?
That video, the video that I saw was cool because since it was a 360 camera, they could like rotate the angle as different things were happening. So you're like, oh, you can see the
Whoa.
dishes here. Then you could like look up, and be like, oh, this is how the soap comes out, and like you could see, like you couldn't control it yourself, but they were panning around in the video showing you all the different stuff that was happening. I was like, oh, that's really interesting. It's not just like static one angle.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
cooler
very
than the one I
cool.
saw. Yeah, I just learned that you
And-
should face stuff inside, which I think was already a thing that most people know.
Well, as opposed to
Oh,
the surface of a plate being against the wall.
You know, you put stuff in, they get clean. I don't know how.
I think that's
Now
Carrie,
I
I've been
do.
doing the same thing. I've been doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a
You got- you
surprisingly
got-
small amount of water that's used in a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Really?
I have a question about dishwashers. Why do all my glasses come out looking like they got dipped in like a fog every time? Like I always get that like foggy, streaky
You-
stuff on my glasses.
Do you need to maybe change the rinse that you're using if you're using rinse?
We've been using like we also use like dishwasher cleaner and rinse aid and all that stuff every few weeks or something like that, or she uses.
Did
And
you
like
know
we've
that your
changed
dishwasher
the
has a
detergent that
filter?
we've used. Maybe I think we've cleaned the filter a couple of times as well.
Okay.
Yeah, make
I
sure
learned
that,
that
you're
after 2 years of homeownership, and I was disgusted.
Did you learn it from
make
TikTok?
sure your rinse
'Cause I-
is full and that it's that you're using a decent one and that you use it every time you run it.
What does that
I'm
even mean,
always
the
refilling my
rinse?
rinse. It's like a separate fluid you put in there. It's just like a fluid. I don't know. It takes the spots off your glasses.
I've
think
never
it's
I
done
don't
called
that.
think
like
I've
a
ever
rinse
used
aid.
any option
Yeah.
other than just like a standard wash.
Oh, there's a tornado in Round Rock. Oh shit, I'm looking at it. That's
It's a
by
chain on-
I-35 and 45.
Is it where? What
You know,
direction is it moving?
Wait.
It's heading east. It's like
Hey.
where close to where
Hey.
Dell is.
Hello, it's Eric. I'm
Yeah.
gonna step in and call it. We need to
Yeah, let's
we need
let's
to
end
end
it.
the episode.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be a post show. I'm very sorry. We'll see what we can do to record something for everyone out there. I apologize that having to call this 100% on me. I'm making the call. So we're gonna end this so everyone can go lay in a bathtub Gavin style, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric.
Sorry.
Thank you guys
Thanks,
for
guys.
understanding.
All right,
Be safe, everyone.
bye.